My f26 boyfriend, m36, corrects me and makes me feel stupid. I've been dating my boyfriend for nearly a year now. He has many amazing qualities and is very intelligent, but he corrects me, or mansplains things to me constantly. Whether I'm wrong or not, being corrected doesn't really bother me. I enjoy learning and I definitely enjoy his knowledge. It's just that he can be so rude and almost demeaning sometimes. If I'm talking about something he already knows, he interrupts me to finish what I'm saying. If I make a mistake or am wrong about something, he will interrupt me and correct me, and even go into a lesson about why I'm wrong. As an example, recently, he was saying something about car and asked if I even knew what the pedals did, which was a leading question already. I said, one makes the car go and the other makes it stop, and says wrong. Goes on a 20-minute rant about how engines work, how transmissions work, how brakes works, the different types of fluids. Nothing I was particularly interested in, but I listen and try to understand. If he is questioning anything I say, even if he doesn't know, he will Google it while we are talking, in the hopes to correct me, even if I'm right about what I'm talking about. And this can be about anything and everything. Oftentimes the smaller the thing he's correcting me on, the bigger deal it seems. But when roles are reversed, he cannot handle being corrected. He gets very frustrated when interrupted when he's talking, even if I don't mean to interrupt him. I actually don't often correct him anymore about small things anymore because he gets so defensive, which makes him correcting me so strongly about small things even more frustrating. My best friend told me that she felt like he treated and talked to me like I was a child when she first met him, and sometimes I do feel that way as well, like I'm being talked at instead of to. I've brought up all of these things to him and in couples therapy, and while he acknowledges it, and has even admitted it's an issue with his ego, but when he is angry or frustrated or even having a stressful day, it gets worse. Like it's uncontrollable to him, and addressing it in the moment often just makes him very defensive and causes heated arguments. Anyone have experience in something like this from either side? I'm feeling like I'm getting close to my wits with this relationship over the way he talks to me, which to me seems like a pretty easy fix. I have definitely curated the way I talk to him based on our experiences. TLDR. My boyfriend corrects me constantly by being demeaning, but gets incredibly defensive when corrected, and it's making me question if the relationship is going to work. Mid-30s male belittles his much younger mid-20s partner, and then can't handle being corrected in a much politer way than what he does by said younger partner. Do I need to spell it out? He likes believing he's better than you. I doubt he's ever going to change. What an egotistical child. Dump him. He is an insufferable ass. Why would you want to waste any additional time with him? Dump him. This sounds completely exhausting. You've told him about it. You've tried couples counseling, and he's admitted he has an issue. And yet, nothing actually changes. Probably because he doesn't care enough to change it. I wonder if he started dating someone 10 years younger than him because he enjoys the dynamic of being more experienced and knowledgeable than his partner. Honestly, I am a big proponent of couples counseling, but if your relationship can't even survive its first year without professional assistance, that's not a relationship you want to be in. He quizzed you about how cars work. Why? This all sounds super annoying and frustrating. If you're in therapy together and he still refuses to change, and at his age he may never, you should consider ending the relationship. I dated someone like this and it broke the relationship. I felt that they were being super condescending towards me, that they were talking down to me. Majority of the stuff they would correct was super inane and didn't matter. It was just totally a matter of their opinion, which somehow had to be correct. It just got to the point where I couldn't do it anymore and I just basically stopped talking to them because of it. It seemed like a small issue at the beginning, but because a major problem. You've been together less than a year and you're already in couples counseling. Dude, do you know how many lovely men there are out there who won't do this? Who don't have to fight their instincts to behave and inevitably slip up and remember they don't respect you when they're having feelings. If you're interested in continuing the relationship, you need to start shutting that behavior down. Maybe agree with a code word for him so he knows he needs to stop doing it in the moment. But regular words work, too. And I'd give him a heads up that you're going to start notifying him when he's doing this. Even in public. Examples. I wasn't finished talking. Don't interrupt me. Excuse me. I'm talking. Honey, you're doing that thing again. Please get off your phone and listen to me. It's impolite to be on the phone when I'm speaking. You're talking down to me again. Please stop. You're over-explaining things. Please stop. I asked you to stop. If you continue, I'm going to tune you out. I asked you to stop. And I'm not going to engage further. I'm walking away. In his head. Him smart older man. You younger dumb woman. Couples therapy before you've even hit a year. Don't waste another day on this dude. Why are you curating how you speak to accommodate his selfishness? The point of dating is to identify deal breakers and move on if there are incompatibilities. Not hang around trying to change someone. Dump him and get therapy yourself to help you set and follow through on boundaries next time. I dated an older man who also mansplained everything to me. I felt so stupid and young and worthless during the entire relationship. I was so tired and worn out by the end of the relationship that when I finally broke it off, I cried and slept for 2 days straight. No food. I can see this relationship going nowhere. Intelligent? PL's check. Know-it-all. Anyone who leads you in with a question to then criticize your answer is a malicious person. They're annoying people and even worse, partners. Just get rid of him. Your boyfriend is mean to you, and you should not tolerate that for one more second. He's so mean to you that your friends are telling you that he's being mean, and friends, at least in my experience, choose not to meddle until or unless things are really bad. It's that bad. Please find someone who will be kind to you, or be comfortable alone, because life is too short to spend it with someone who makes you feel bad about yourself. I noticed this at about a year. I stayed 2 more. It does not improve. It will not improve. I should have really left when I saw he talked to his mother this way too. And his dad talked to all of them that way. It's just bad breeding. He was just a bad person, period, and one ever going to work on this about himself. I, 31F, have actually been the corrector. Like your boyfriend. In a long-term romantic relationship. The relationship ultimately failed for many reasons, including the strange dynamic that the pattern of correcting caused. I didn't intend to belittle or condescend my partner. In the beginning, he contributed to the dynamic by asking lots of questions and then expressing great admiration when I told him the answers. We both seemed to enjoy talking about topics in which one of us was the expert. But as I didn't realize until it was too late, I approached being the expert with a tone that made him feel bad, while he did it more graciously. Tragically, he said that the effect of my correcting him over time was to cause him to recharacterize himself. He left the relationship with lots of wounds. I am so sorry for how I did this. I hope that others can learn from my sad example. So you've talked about this issue together in therapy and he's acknowledged that it's an issue. What is he doing to actually fix the issue? Because he isn't being a pedant merely to be pedant. He's deliberately using it as a sledgehammer to break you down. That's why he plays stupid semantic games like asking you if you know what the pedals in a car do. He sounds insufferable. There was a post about this on AITA where the dude got ripped into shreds because he was such an insufferable asshole. You're in couples therapy and you haven't even been together a year. And he treats you like that? Why would you tolerate that? You should tell him that you're not smart enough to be dating such a clever person as him and then dump his condescending ass. He's a grown man who knows that his behavior is a problem. But he is not fixing that behavior. Despite multiple conversations and even couples therapy to address the problem, it sounds like he's not trying to change. For the record, I'm 3 younger than he is, and he would have run me off the second he talked to me like that. I mean, the very first time. Life is too short to spend it with insufferable, condescending people, so I'd dump him, if I were you. But you might want to give him another chance. And that's your choice. So, I'd let him know that either he starts actively trying to address the problem and fix it permanently, not for a short time, or you're done. You want to see, within a few weeks, a marked improvement on this entirely controllable behavior of his. He's an adult. He can deal with his insecurities. He can control his mouth. He can control his behavior. And he can put in the effort it takes to be a supportive partner and bearable human being. Or you're gone. Don't just keep putting up with this. Especially not from a man his age. Edit typos. He's not that intelligent if he can't figure out how to avoid being a condescending asshole. You are a 26-year-old adult. Stand up for yourself. To your example, if a dude asked me if I know what the car pedals do, I would tell him I've already taken driver's ed. And then ask him why he's talking to me like I'm a child. TLDR, dump him.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.